done. What am I doing? Well met, Internet, and welcome to the Catriarchy. Today we're going to talk about ghosts. Specifically, the fact that I'm filthy with them. But before we discuss my apparently haunted body, I'm going to send it over to our Twitter correspondent, Moxie Buttercup. Take it away, Mox!
Thanks, Kate. Kubiando, everybody. Today's Twitter shout-out goes to @Bretsky, Bretsky Bowls. I wanted to make this shout-out extra special for you and your sister if she's watching. If she isn't, please go get her. I'll wait. Hi, Libby. I wanted to tell you that you're doing a good job. I love you, and I'm sending you as much magic as I possibly can. Sometimes it helps Kate feel better. Maybe it'll help you. To everyone else watching, if you'd like your own Twitter shout-out, be sure to follow Kate @IamKateNix and retweet this video from her account. Until next time, I'm Moxie Buttercup. And remember, sharing is caring. Back to you, Kate.
Thanks, Moxie. That was very sweet. You've got quite a way with words. All right, let's get spooky. By that, I mean, let's examine this bizarre interaction I had with a stranger at a steampunk convention. Allow me to set the scene. It was November 2011, in an icy realm known as Detroit, Michigan. And I had just released my sophomore record, Idiot Child, which you can listen to right now for free in full at katenix.com/music. Friends of mine were part of the production staff for an immersive steampunk convention called TeslaCon in Madison, Wisconsin. I had the weekend free due to being a degenerate who lived in her car, so I decided to head over and charm my way in. Since I was a warm body willing to help set up, I was permitted to busk and sell CDs as long as I didn't bother anybody. I wasn't scheduled to appear anywhere specific, and my friends had other stuff to do, so I spent the majority of the event wandering through the halls, helping where I was needed, and testing out the acoustics in the foyer. I do need to mention that I was also in the midst of untangling myself from a toxic relationship that had shrouded the entire experience of my life for 3 years prior. I knew I had to get away from Detroit. I knew I wanted to play music and make art, but everything else about my future was hazy, to say the least. At some point on Saturday night, I was flitting between after parties, dressed like this, when I was stopped by a middle-aged woman in a head wrap. Though I don't remember the exact words she said, she made it clear to me that she was a psychic medium, and there were some things that I should know. She expressed that she didn't normally approach people like this, that she wasn't interested in my money, and if I wanted to hear what she had to relay, that she'd like to find somewhere quiet to talk to me. I'm spiritual, as that's what white girls say, but I'm primarily an atheist. I don't really believe in an afterlife, but I do believe that energy cannot be created or destroyed, and there are things about our universe that we don't yet understand. At the time, I wasn't exactly convinced, but who the hell am I to pass up a free psychic reading? I was wearing tearaway lingerie and a wanted poster. Clearly I was hankering for some experience points. As I recall, she started by asking me if I was a recovering addict or alcoholic, to which I responded no. The spare bits of my bloodline I am aware of are plagued by addiction, so I try to stay away from substances. She was confused by this, but stated there was a darkness that was covering my whole life, and the spirits who were speaking to her were telling me to get the f*** out of there. Then she started to describe who was sending the message. She asked if I had terminated a pregnancy or had a miscarriage, to which I again responded no. Warmly, she explained that there was a baby who was with me. And whilst I hadn't experienced either of those things, my mother had had a miscarriage a couple years before having me. She next began to describe one of my female ancestors. She made it clear that it wasn't my grandmother, but perhaps my great-grandmother, and clarified that the ancestor had pursued an artistic passion and had to give up her career to take care of her family. The medium expressed that this ancestor wanted me to know that I was on the right path, and that they were always with me. I thanked her for the reading and tried to offer my CD as payment, but she refused that and my contact information. Before we parted, She informed me that in 6 to 8 months, everything about my life would change. I never saw her again. Some of this could very easily be cold reading, which, if you don't know, is a type of deceptive mentalism used to convince people they're being contacted by the other side. The ghost baby, the darkness, the prediction of my future, that's all generic stuff that you could say to any lonely young woman and land right on the nose. But I don't know shit about my extended family. Basically, everyone that isn't my mother, father, or blood siblings is a mystery to me. However, as a fairy, I'm intrigued by destiny and heritage. So what I found out years later made the experience much more impactful. Apparently, my mother's father's mother, Geneva Gordy, wife to professional baseball player Homer Smoot, went to the New England Conservatory of Music and had to stop pursuing her art for a life of domesticity. The idea of my bloodline affirming my path as a musician fueled me in a new way. It validated my choice to be a full-time artist outside of my involuntary psychic reading years prior. Also, what? How? Who? World's luckiest guess? I have no idea. Either way, I'm glad I got the message. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please check out my Patreon at katenix.com/join or at the link in the description. You can also ring that bell on the subscribe button to get a notification each time I unleash a new video onto the world. So thanks for spending time with me. I will see you next week. Please like, and subscribe.
We can't guarantee it's worth it. You don't know if you don't try before we say goodbye. There is one more little thing to help us out if you don't mind. To show us you really care, give this video a share. And though we are sad to watch you go, we'll see you in the comments down below. I like singing with you, Kate.
I like singing with you too, Moxie.
I'm on the phone with my manager, he's upset. He's going off about something that I said. I'm busy dreaming about the future. I'm at a con, it's a typical Friday night. About to